Okay, so I've now started the process of getting my Israeli driver's license. So basically you can drive on your British license for 1 year, and you can like hire cars and whatever, but then you have to apply for an Israeli driving license, and there's a whole long process you have to go through to get it, and then you have to take a test, and then if you pass your test you get your Israeli license. But actually, if you fail your test and it's still within the year of you being able to drive on your British license, then you can actually carry on driving even though they've decided you're not good enough to drive on an Israeli license, because you can still drive on your British license, you can still drive. Which doesn't actually sound very sensible to me. But anyway, it works in my favour, I guess. Hopefully I won't fail. So, okay, part 1. You have to go and get an eye test. So I went to an optician's on the corner of Aliyah and Ibn Gvrol that my friend Alison told me about. You just walk in, and basically they just did a really brief eye test, when the majority of it was you sort of like looking through this box, and they shine lights on the left and the right, and you have to say which side the lights are coming from. So I guess it was really about testing your peripheral vision and things like that. Anyway, the whole thing took about 5 minutes. They took a photo of me, they've given me a form, and then now I've made an appointment. You have to go see your doctor and have a health check test before you can actually start the application for your driving license. So I've achieved part 1, going to the opticians, and I will let you know about part 2, going to the doctor. Okay, so I was about to do a video about my really ridiculous morning at the Ministry of Transport trying to sort out my driving license, but before I could, first of all I bumped into my friend Jackie. Hi. In the ministry, and then we saw a dog crossing the road in traffic, and now I know what to look for because I've already saved one dog in Tel Aviv, and so we're saving another dog. Here he is. It's Ozzy. This is Ozzy. Now luckily he has a phone number, so we've called his owner, and now we've got to wait for her to come and get him. He's escaped. Anyway, so I will do an update of the actual ministry bit in a minute, but this is just very exciting. I feel like I'm real, you know what I'm doing now is saving dogs. Oh, he's lying down.
Oh, he wants a belly rub.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, you're all wet.
You can't see what I'm filming. Anyway, bye. Okay, so that was basically the most ridiculous morning in the world. So we've managed to save the dog, Ozzy. His owner came to pick him up. It took about 15-20 minutes, so we actually had to find some shelter because, believe it or not, it was like pouring with rain, really windy, on and off. We've basically been having a storm for the last few days and it's been ridiculous. Anyway, so we went into a security hut of like a posh country leisure resort, and the security guy like let us stay there, yeah, so basically it was all fine in the end, and the owner came. He was so grateful and he gave us a lift back to Tel Aviv. So saved the dog, but the main job of this morning was going to the Ministry of Transport. So I forgot to record part 2 of the driving license extravaganza, which was I had to book a doctor's appointment and take my form that the optician gave me and take it to the doctor, and he basically said, are you on any medication? And I said no. He said, are you healthy? I said yes, and that was it. And he like tick 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 stamp, and that was it. What a palaver. So to go to the doctor you have to go through your health thing, Maccabi, and here once you have a doctor you have to have him for 3 months, and before you can change again. So you really need to get a recommendation. So I got a recommendation from Mickey, sent me to a local doctor who spoke really good English, and actually I got there and he was really good looking. I was like, oh, I see why she likes him. He was really nice. And yeah, so I did that. And then now I've had to go this morning to the Ministry of Transport, which is in Holon, about half an hour on the bus, outside of Tel Aviv. And I got there, and people say you have to go really early because it's really busy. But I thought, I'm not working. I've got the time. I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. to be there by 7:30. Anyway, so I got there, could not work out how to get one of these ticket things. 2 older men were behind me and also didn't know what to do, so we all helped each other. Finally got a ticket and then set my timer on my phone to see how long it would take, and it took an hour and a half for me to be seen. Basically there was a whole mix up with the ticket system, and some people were getting assigned the wrong letters and numbers, and so I was a Hey 142, and suddenly they stopped announcing Hayes, and I was like, where have all the Hayes gone? Why is it only Aleph? And oh, it was a mess. Anyway, so I bumped into my friend Jackie there, which is really great. So I had someone to hang out with and also help with the whole dog saving situation. And then also one of the like older men who I'd met came and sat with us as well. His name was Mark, and he was making Aliyah, and he must have been in his 70s, I don't know, and his family were all here, and his daughters, and I don't know, it was just really, you know, it passed the time basically. It was nice chatting with the two of them. And then when I finally got called, Jackie's number was in the Alephs, and they'd stopped calling Alice, so she just came with me, and the woman argued and was like, no, you can't come together. And we're like, yes, we can. And she saw us together, and all she literally did was like, sign here, stamp, and that was it. So now I can finally book a driving lesson, and which you have to do, and then they have to stamp the form, and then I'll be allowed to take my driving test. Whew. Good thing you've got a year to sort this out, because honestly it takes so long. Anyway, so then I saved a dog. Oh, and also in the middle of it all, something amazing happened. A few weeks ago I got contacted through this vlog from a journalist who was writing an article and wanted to interview me, which is really cool. So the article was for a magazine called Artifacts. And basically we had arranged to have a Skype call this morning. This is before I was going to go to the ministry, before I realised it would take so long. So I put him off, and then we had to save the dog, so I had to put him off again, and I felt so bad. But then I finally got home and we managed to speak, and I just did a Skype interview about like anti-Semitism and European Jews and why so many young people are making Aliyah. And actually it was quite a serious interview, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm really qualified to answer these questions, but I can just tell you in my opinion what I think. And so I'm actually it's really cool that I've now been contacted. I think they call them influencers. I think I'm an influencer. He'd spoken to people from like Berlin and Milan and Paris, and he wanted someone from London, and he'd been watching my vlog. So yeah, it's really cool. It's like I don't know, student journalism major. He's studying still, but this magazine is I don't know, proper magazine, I don't know. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm really hungry, so I'm actually now going to go and meet Jackie and have some lunch. But it's basically been the most ridiculous morning, but I feel very good. I saved another dog, and yay, mitzvah for me.